Hey everyone, I'm George and I built a B2B SaaS from the ground up, completely bootstrapped. After sitting through over 1,000 demos, I've picked up a thing or two. Today, I'm gonna break down the key takeaways that have helped me maintain a 40% average demo to close rate. But don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with the usual advice like know your audience or highlight benefits over features. Instead, I'm gonna give you the top 7 non-negotiable things you need to master if you wanna boost your demo to sales conversion rates and run a kick-ass sales process. A demo can either win a customer or lose them in the first few minutes. And it's not just about your product, it's about how you frame the solution in comparison to their current challenges, how you engage with their pain points, and how you make them feel confident that your product is exactly what they've been searching for. It's about storytelling and proving that you're not just selling a tool, you're offering a transformative experience, something that aligns with their needs. All right, so I'm gonna dive right in and teach you exactly what I've learned. So number 1, make it dead simple for people to book and attend your demos. This might seem basic, but there are easy wins that can bump up your demo to show rates, which in turn will boost your demo to close rate. The more people who attend the demos, the more people you'll be able to close. This might seem ultra basic, but use scheduling tools and send reminders. Think of it as making sure the door is open before they can even walk in. If they can't show up, nothing else matters. At Wave, we use Calendly, and it's super straightforward. Here's what we do. Always have same-day availabilities open on your calendar. Don't allow demos to be booked too far off. 9 days is our sweet spot. Send 2 reminders, one 24 hours before and another 30 minutes before the meeting. If they don't show up in the first 3 minutes, send them an email. If 5 minutes have passed, give them a call. Literally call them on the phone and say, hey, we had a demo booked. Just wondering if you're going to be joining or if we should reschedule. So we make it a priority to require a phone number in the demo booking field. If they don't put their phone number down, are they really that serious? I'm not too sure. But for us, having the availability or the option to actually call them to make sure that they jump on the call is extremely crucial, and it definitely drives your ghosting rates practically to zero. Trust me when I say this, 90% of the time they just forgot that they had a demo scheduled. Sending a email reminder or a quick phone call can recover most of your no-shows. So it's crucial you get the fundamentals right from the get-go. Easy bookings, reminders, and make it a priority to get them on the call. Another handy tip that's helped me a bunch is we reduced our demos from 30 minutes to 15 minutes. Shorter demos increase the number of shows, and people are less intimidated by 15 minutes than 30. And let's be honest, who wants to sit down on a 30-minute demo nowadays? If you can't convince me in 13, then the rest is history. All right, so number 2 is ask the right questions early. Don't rush into the demo without getting to know who you're talking to. Ask questions that dig into their pain points and what they're really looking for. This way, when you start showing your product, you know exactly what to highlight that will help them solve their problem. Your product can help serve different personas in different ways. For us, some people are looking for an alternative to paper business card. Others want conference attribution, lead generation, or workflow automation. Understanding their pain points will help you focus on solving that one key issue. When you know the problem, showcase the specific features that solve it. Many people make the mistake of running through every feature from A to Z. The customer doesn't care about A, B, or C feature. They're here because problem X, which feature Y solves. So moral of the story, understand the problem, laser focus on the solution, and then just stop. Number 3 is have a clear action plan. It's easy to get carried away, but having a clear agenda keeps everyone on the same page. After your initial intro and discovery of their problem, share your agenda with the prospect. When you run a 15-minute demo, you need to have a clear-cut action plan with no fluff. Mine is simple. Get to know the prospect, figure out their current solution, and determine what goal they want to achieve. Then I identify what our SaaS offers that can solve their issues and get them to their desired outcome. I don't beat around the bush. I just give a brief 2-minute overview of our solution. Then I try and figure out what their issue is, and I dive right into the specific features that address that problem. After some back and forth and answering their questions, I jump into setting up the next steps, which I'll get to later on in this video. All right, number 4 is make it a 2-way conversation. Nobody likes a one-way conversation, especially in a demo. Keep asking questions. The key here is to listen to their input and adapt as you go. The more they talk, the more you learn, and the more they feel like this product was made just for them. Sometimes the prospect convinces themselves that this is the solution that they've been looking for. People like to hear the sound of their own voice. Heck, I even watch my videos sometimes because I like the sound of my own voice. Yeah, I'm kidding. By the way, I'm kidding. Or am I? For all you sales pros out there, the golden ratio is to speak 40% of the time and let the prospect speak 60% of the time. Number 5 is crucial. Show real-world cases. Don't just spit features. Rather than drowning them in features, focus on real-world scenarios. Show how your product solves their specific problem and how you've done so for others before them. When they see it in action, it's easier for them to picture how it fits into their world. At Wave, we deeply understand our customers. We know that 95% of the time, they're experiencing one of 3 problems. These problems obviously might be different for you, but it's important to understand what the majority of your prospects are struggling with. After 1,000 demos, I can easily start spotting patterns. We have hundreds of customers who have faced the exact same issues as our prospects. So we show how our product has helped similar companies. Putting real-world scenarios in front of customers drives the sale home because it shows it's been done before. They're not just guinea pigs. It builds trust when trying to close the deal, and that can make all of the difference. Number 6 is turn objections into opportunities. If a prospect has no objections and the demo goes super smooth without any roadblocks, you've probably lost a sale. It's only when a prospect asks the hard questions that I know they're interested and that a sale is most probably gonna happen. When objections pop up, don't see them as a roadblock. They're golden opportunities to show how your product can tackle their concerns head on. Listen to the prospect and then steer the conversation back to the value you offer. Here's how I handle objections. My top choice is social proof, and we spoke about this before. If a prospect tells me, I'm worried that people might not exchange contact information with some of our sales reps using Wave, I then show them real-world examples of how other companies have increased their lead capture conversion rates using Wave. If that doesn't work, I show them the alternative. I say something around the lines of, if you're worried about people not exchanging information with a sales rep, but you still want to capture their information, we have features that allows your reps to send an SMS or email directly to the prospects that sync to your CRM. The best approach is to show them social proof of others facing the exact same issue, then offer alternatives that address their initial concerns. Number 7 is lock in next steps before you leave the call. Always book the follow-up call before the call ends. You'd be surprised how many deals are lost just because nobody knows what to do next. The follow-up call is crucial. Hard press on booking that follow-up call. Sending a follow-up email isn't enough. You need to set a mental timestamp, a date where they'll need to provide answers about the next step. If the next time you meet is up in the air, so will the priorities for closing the deal. I can't stress this enough. If there's one thing you need to take away from this video, it's to book the damn follow-up call and determine the actionable next steps. You'll see your close rate increase significantly. It did for us. Some prospects will book the follow-up call without any hesitation, while others might say, I'll get back to you after I speak to the team. So this means one of 2 things. They're either looking for an easy way to ghost you, or they really need to consult with their team before setting up the next steps. So to figure out which is which, I ask a simple question. What's your usual process for making decisions like this? And then I shut up. If they give you a bunch of ahs and ahs, you've probably failed the demo, you didn't identify the issue, or pinpoint the solution. If they give you a clear explanation like, I need to speak to X in our next meeting on Wednesday, and then I can pull the trigger, then you have a verbal commitment. The next step is to say something simple like, let's pencil in a tentative time for a follow-up. Does Wednesday work for you? The key here is not to ask. You shouldn't be saying, should we pencil in a time to meet, but say, let's pencil in a time to meet. Psychologically, it's easier for them to say yes than it is to say no. So that's what 1,000 demos has taught me. Keep it simple, keep it human, and always book the next steps. If you found this helpful, smash the like button, subscribe, and yeah, looking forward to the next one. See ya.